In this video, I will show you how you can build a professional timeline for all your activities. I will first show you how to build a simple version, and then I will show you how to take it to the next level. And finally, I will show you how to use Excel 365 for a more elegant version. To start with grid, here I have a grid where I'm trying to have more or less square. That's going to be used to put the progress of the tasks. And I'm going to start with putting something on top here. So the first version of this would be very simple. I'm just going to assume we're going from January to December. It would be easy to just convert that for a bit of starting at any month and also checking the year. But for this online version, I'm just going to simplify, and I'm just going to assume everything is in the same year and that everything starts with January. So, but you know, this is just a starting point that can be changed anytime. So here I'm just putting the month, and on top I'm putting the number, the associated number. We'll be using this to check if the task should fall under or not. Let's put that here. Okay, so we have this already. I've decided to go with five groups. So I'm just gonna, just take 5 here, and I'm just gonna underline this just to have a bit of a delimitation to get us started. And I want to put the task name here, so I'm just gonna put a heading. I'm gonna put task. What else do I want? I want completion. So for completion, I'm gonna start with the basic version, assuming you don't have Excel 365. If you do have Excel 365, I can give you at the end a smarter option, but it's just optional. Just put that in center and bold. And here I just want to put done ? And it might be more logical if I put the date before, but I'm just going to put it there anyway. So due date or milestone, however you want to call the date that we'll be putting here. So I just want to put a few tasks here. So I'm just going to take tasks. I'm just going to paste some tasks here. So I have some tasks now. So I'm just going to do the usual center and bold. And done, I'm just going to use a flag yes, no. So if you want to go the extra mile, I'm just going to center all this and do a data validation. You can just do data validation here. I'm just put a list. And here you put yes, no, or we, no, or whatever your language is. Put Y, comma, and N, because I'm doing this in English. And here you go. And then you can choose yes, no. I'm going to drag that down. That's going to cause a problem here, but that doesn't matter. So, okay, so here I'm just going to put some dates. So I'm just going to put one date here. But I would like to format this because this, I'm going to have the usual complaints for people who do month and then day. So I'm just going to do format cells, and I'm going to do number, and I'm just going to put everyone at ease, and I'm just going to put DD, and I'm going to put 3 M's, and I'm going to put the year. Okay, so this way we all know what we are referring to here. So I'm going to drag that down. Okay, so here I'll have some dates. It doesn't have to be the 1st of the month. Here I'm going to put, for instance, 5th of June. Here I can put 10th of what? Of August. 10th of August, for instance, can be the same. And here I'm going to put 10th of September. Okay, so that's it. So now what we need to do, just checking everything is here. What we need to do is we need to be able to show here when is a milestone here. So the milestone being a date, and this being a month, I need to check if the month of this date here falls under this. And if it falls under that, and if it's fallen under this, I just need to do that all the way across. And how do I check this? I need to check if the month of this has this number here. And this is where I put the number on the top. So the numbers here, don't worry, we can hide them in the end, and I'll show you how this can be done. Okay, so I'm just going to do the formula first. Okay, so this formula here is just, well, It's not that it's tricky, but I need to check a few things. I need to check that the task is not blank, otherwise I'm going to have circles when the task is blank, if there is a date. So I just want to check first that the task is not blank. And if it's not blank, I want to put a specific character here. So talking about character, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go under here. I'm just going to show you. Now, those characters here, I don't want to have to repeat them in the formula because it's a bit obscure. I'm just going to show you how to name them. So you insert a symbol here, and I'm using Aptos Black, by the way. So this is Aptos Black, but that's, I think in any version of Excel that you have, you should be able to scroll back from the font that you have. You scroll back at the bottom and you should see two things that we are interested in. The first thing is a circle that is empty, and the second thing is a circle that is full. So you click on one and you insert, you click on the other one and you insert. Okay, so now you have both here. So I'm just going to move one below. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to name those cells. So this way I don't have to put this symbol every time, I just put the name. So here I'm just going to call it empty. I'm going to press enter twice. Okay, now I have input the formula here, so I just put it there so I don't have to type and explain at the same time. So this formula is just a little bit complicated, but once it's done, it's done. Okay, so we have to check several things. First thing that we have to check is the month of the date is equal to the number that we have here on top. Now you all understand why I've put this number on top. So here I'm going to have to check the month. If month is May, is 5, then I will be able to put a circle here. The second thing I need to check is if it's done, I will put the full cell that we've created here. This is this one, the full. And if it's not done, I will put the shallow circle instead. Okay, so this is what I'm doing now. If the month is equal to this, and also I'm checking the task is not blank. And if this is done, I put full, and if it's not done, I put empty. So you have to be mindful of where you put the dollar values in this. Here you need to log the columns for those three here. You need to make sure that the task is shown as $D7, obviously if your column that you have is D. And here on top you need to log instead the rows, because this has to stay always at the same time. Otherwise, when you drag this formula down, they're not going to be checking this row anymore, and this is what we want to do. So now let's see if that works. I need to copy this across. So here, this is showing me a full circle, so to speak. And here, if I put no, it's showing me nothing. It's showing me a circle, but that's not very full. So now if I drag all that down, and what I need to do is I need to put that a little bit bigger. All right, so this is good. So now we have an underline here. I'm just going to remove the grid. And I would say that from that point, we just have to do some formatting. There is something that I wanted to add here. I'm just going to insert here. So here I wanted to add the name here of the group of tasks. So it could be a project, it could be a program. I'm just going to insert a text box here. And here I'm just going to input the project one. Actually, I'm just going to put project one. Okay, so, and then I need to go under the shape format, or maybe first here, put the text. It's going to be rotating this way. I'm just going to have to put it at the center. And now we're gonna enter the, I just don't want to put black ink. And then we're going to enter the formatting part of this tutorial, I suppose. Still going to put it bold. Okay. Now, let's have a look at what type of color we want. So here I'm just going to go with a red-violet. Red-violet, if you want to do the same as me. So here we can go under the shape format here, and we're going to select a color here. Red-violet, I'm just going to select this one, say. I'm going to put that in bold. So it's already in bold. I'm just going to put it maybe a little bit bigger. So if you didn't want to type inside this, you could have actually refer this. If you click on the side, you can refer, you click on the side if you manage to find the side of this stuff. And here you put equal to a cell, and then that will give you the cell. But I just wanted to just input that directly because it's not really the purpose of this training. Now I wanted to have round shape here. If I change this to the round here, the second one on the flowchart, it should give me more rounded shade. Okay. Now I wanted to do a little bit more formatting. Okay, so I'm just going to put some borders here. So those ones I want to put in plain black. I'm going to, actually those, I'm just going to put them blank, and then I'm going to put outside border only. So this is we don't have too many borders. What I wanted to do is also I wanted to put some borders on this, but I wanted them to be a little bit more subtle. So I'm just going to take the third gray here on the left, and I'm going to put that, actually I could put just the outline like this. How does that look? No, that doesn't look good because I need to leave the black one, I believe. So I'm just going to do the same thing, third, but this time I'm just going to click on the left and on the right. Click OK. So this is more what I had in mind. So I'm going to do the same here, and I'm going to press F4. Okay, so I'm going to stay consistent with the color here. So for this one, I've taken, I believe, what did that give me? The first one on the right. So for this, I'm just going to keep the same color. I'm going to take the first one on the right here. So it should be this one. Yes, I could have this, or I could have this. This looks a bit happier, a bit less dark. And here, do I want to get carried away and put this in red as well? I don't think so. I think that might be a bit too, red. I'm just going to put this in red. Maybe doesn't really make sense, but this way, I'm sure that we're not overwhelmed by the red. So okay, towards the end, I wanted to put a bit of a background here, but I can do that later on. So what do we have here? So now we have this. Now it's just a matter of duplicating that of how much you want, how many occurrences do you want, and obviously, and I'm going to copy those two here, copy, and I'm going to insert the copied cells. Okay, so assuming you don't want all with the same color, so here you just click on this again, you go back under shell format, and you select some, and I just like this blue here. So which is the third after the violet, so more or less I need to go back here, take the third here. That's going to be the same, is it? Yes, yes. And for this one I'm going to go to the deeper one. Okay, let's go that here. Okay, what's next? So for this one I'm going to go with the purplish, I think. So this is the purplish. It's just here. No, I'm just going to go with yeah, I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so the one on the left here. Yeah, so this is open to, obviously, and here I just, and for this one, I'm gonna have a bit of a green for a change, but a green close to the, this green is close to the blue, so that should work. And here, obviously, I need to change the green. Obviously, you need to change the names here. You can put project 2. You can put project 3, etc. So all that is easy. Okay, what is missing? We need to put a big fat text box at the top. It's up to you if you want. Let me just put that here. It's up to you, obviously, if you want to have a box, which size it is. So I'm gonna have do the same exit, change shape, and I'm just going to do a flowchart here just to have a bit of round here. Whether or not it's nice, we'll see. So here I just put project overview, or it could be more program overview, I suppose. Program overview. Here I'm gonna take the same blue, because otherwise too much blue, too many different colors. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that here. So the text, the font that I've been using is BBS Neu that I've been using recently. So you need to download it. It's not part of the program. It's not part of the base that Microsoft is using, so you need to download it if you want to use it. These numbers here, it's time to let them go, so I'm just going to put data, and I'm going to put group. I'm going to do it this way. I'm also going to actually put a slight border here on the, yes, I want to put also a gray one. Gray one, third, left. And then open for debate, but I just wanted to put a background color on this. And I'm going to put the same blue, but I think this one is a bit too bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a lighter color. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go under this, and I'm just going to go under more color. And I'm going to lift that up as much as, well, not as much as I can, but provide a more subtle color here. Okay, that's better in my view. Okay, now where are we at with all this? This is it, so we just need to check if it works. Let's have a look. This 1st of May. I put no here, no here. Well, it looks like it works. Okay, so, but I think we're done. Now there are two more things I wanted to show you. The first thing I wanted to show you is if you have Excel 365, you're lucky you. Okay, so if you have Excel 365, it's a matter of adding checkboxes here. You just insert checkbox instead. And the problem is here, I need to delete it. I need to put it somewhere else. Okay, I'm just going to put it here. I'm going to do an insert checkbox here. I'm just going to insert only checkboxes here. Insert checkbox. And what you can do is, instead of having this yes, no, you can just use this checkbox here. So instead of saying F8 is equal to yes, which is yes is equal to yes, you can say E8 instead is equal to true. So you put full, and if not, okay, so, okay, looks like someone wants me to demo. If I say true here, full, okay. Now look, if I do this, it should work. So, and if I just click here now, okay. So this is, if you have a 365, you can do that instead. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you here, obviously, it looks like it's all staged because we have only 1 year and it starts with January here. And the problem, obviously, is if you start here, the 1st of February 2026, you're still going to think this is a February here. So if you want to take it further, what you need to do is you need to check the month and you need to have a proper date here. So here you will need to put 1st of January 2025, for instance, and you will need to, this cell here, instead of being 1, 2, 3, you just need to add the year. You will need to check that the year is the same, not only the month, but the year as well. So this was really a quick demo just to show you how you can do it. Now, starting from this, you have all the options available to you. Well, okay, in any case, this is the end of this training. I hope it was useful, and I see you in my next video, hopefully. And hopefully I was recording.